Cortez with another three. Barangay Ginebra lighting it up from distance. This is their kind of game.
That's right. I thought it was a 2-3 zone defense being set there, being played by Alaska, and no other way to break that zone than with an outside shot. Obviously, with a height advantage of Alaska, it's going to be difficult for Barangay Ginebra to get any kind of inside game going.
De La Cruz from the baseline doesn't work. Kagiwa with the board. And look at all five Gin Kings running. Mark the Spark trying to slow things down a bit. Cortez in trouble. Still finds a way to put it off. And Rudy Hatfield keeps this possession alive for the White Shirts. Ginebra once again working against that zone. Cortez, can he break it? They go to Hatfield. Power move. Puts it off the glass for two.
You know, Alaska really isn't used to playing the zone defense. And for Barangay Ginebra, it's a matter of finding the openings. If they can break down that zone defense with a little bit of movement coming from the power side, then you'll see some easy baskets. Here's the outside shot against that zone. And then that crease in the defense, moving in, the power moves by Rudy Hatfield.
So Mike Cortez having another solid game here in Game 2. Back in Game 1, he had 15 points and 5 rebounds. Dito, nakakarami na rin siya.
Rudy Hatfield has been very explosive in this game. As you take a look at what we were talking about precise execution. Well, you have to give it to the Kings. They've got 8 assists so far, and Alaska 3.
Kablai trying to take Hatfield off the dribble. Hangs in the air.
He was clipped. And he'll go to the line.
And anytime a jump shooter gets clipped in the elbow, automatic foul yun. Dahil iba talaga tira, no? You saw that shot go...
That looks like Hatfield was called for the foul.
As Kablai ended up overshooting the mark.
You know, if you're really Hatfield, you want to give up your fouls at Devance, not on anyone else.
Tipirin mo for the big guys.
Sayang lang. Devance, by the way, has been limited to only 2 points in this game.
As Kablai goes 2 for 2. Now it is Bonbon Custodio in the game for LA Tenorio.
And Mago, what an addition, Brandon Kablai, to the Alaska lineup. And it's
late
only
addition done,
huh? Exactly. He's actually only been recently fielded in.
He replaced Topex Robinson for the playoff lineup for the Alaska Aces. As we see Bonbon get it over to Devance. He's been having a bad day at the office so far. Midway through this All-Filipino Cup, tinanong ko tong nakakwentuhan natin si Bonbon Custodio. We asked him what his knowledge was or what his grasp was of the triangle as Borboran buries the 3. Tinanong nasa saan ka na? On a scale of 1 to 10 sa triangle, gano'ng kahirap pa to? Ano na knowledge mo? Nasa 2 pa lang daw.
Gano'n?
And that was a month and a half ago or a month ago. So ngayon baka naman 3 na. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock for the Kings. They're still up by 5. Cortez trying to squeeze his way through. Foul caught. Is that Kablai or Borboran? Kablai has whistled for this one.
You know, during the regular season, during the eliminations, Alaska really worked a very short rotation. They didn't really get too many minutes out of, well, Borboran. Certainly not out of Brandon Kablai, who was injured most of the eliminations. But what a luxury now for Coach Tinton to get Borboran to play quality minutes and Kablai the same thing.
Intal over to Cortez. The Kukat has it slapped by Eman, and the Aces are off and running. It's a 3-on-2. Kablai goes to Custodio for the baseline. Jay knocks that one down. And Alaska is now within just 1 3-point basket of Barangay Ginebra, with just under 7.5 remaining in the second quarter.
It's really that tough defense of Alaska. That's making it really difficult now for Barangay Ginebra to score. They're still playing with a 2-3 zone defense.
Hatfield to Intal for a 3. JC rattles that one through.
And that 3-point shot has kept Barangay Ginebra's flag flying in this contest. Kung wala yung 3-point shot, very, very difficult for them.
Hindi talaga makapasok, no?
6 3-point conversions in this game.
Kablai over to Eman. Tap from behind. Tumama sa tuhod ni Devance bago lumabas.
There's a lot of pressure on Joe Devance to match his output in the last game. I mean, 30 points was a career high para kay the speaker.
As Willie Wilson checks back in, pinalitan niya si Enrico Villanueva. Intal once again, this time puts it on the floor, over to Tubid for the floater from the right. Doesn't work. Devance will act as point forward. JDV over to Custodio. They swing to the right side. Borboran floats in the air using the left hand. Doesn't work. Wilson with another board. Here comes Mike Cortez. Trying to dance with Custodio. Shovel pass. They swing it to the left. Tubid. Can't get it. Borboran gets to Custodio. The life of the party. What a stutter step for Bonbon and the pull-up.
And Coach Tim Cone now looking very unpredictable in the way he's running his offense. He's actually got Bonbon Custodio there to set the pace. They want to run. Alaska
is within 4 points. Tubid one hands it over to Cortez, who finds Hatfield twisting in midair. Gets fouled. 2 shots coming the way of Rudy Hatfield. Fouled whistled on Samige Eman. As we head into this timeout, it is still Barangay Ginebra 40, Alaska 36. It's a slow day in the office so far for the speaker, shooting 1 of 5 from the field in this game so far. And like what you mentioned, Senor Quinito, it is pretty tough to follow up on a career best performance.
It's tough, especially now that Barangay Ginebra's got a Rudy Hatfield on top of him. It's not a small man who's defending against Joe Devance, and that's the kind of respect Joe Devance has earned from Coach Joseph Echico. Take a look again at what he did in game number 1. He was the game changer in that one.
Ganda pala nung effects natin pag naka-afro yung featured player.
I'll talk about silencing the speaker. This is what Devance has done so far. Only 1 out of 5 from the floor. And Rudy Hatfield has done a monster job on both ends in this game. He kept the speaker silent, and he's got 10 points in this game so far.
The H-bomb misses that second free throw. JDV cleared the board. Here's Kablay. Coach Tim Cone sticking with that line. Oh, Baguio now in the game, replacing Tony De La Cruz. Here comes Mark Borboran. So Devance is the only legit big man on the Alaska side right now.
That's right. They're playing with a small lineup and a quick lineup.
And the quickness, kitang-kita. Mark Borboran playing the 4 spot, nakawala.
And also the way Borboran moved underneath his defender to get the ball on the reverse side. He shows a lot of versatility for a man who's tall. He can actually play the 2 spots if he wanted to.
Mike Cortez gets that one to rattle out. So Coach Tim Cone with still a few aces up his sleeve. Usually when you lead the series, it is up to the team that is trailing to come up with adjustments. But as Coach Tim Cone, on top of the situation, he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
You know, I'll tell you, I have a feeling that Coach Tim Cone is realizing that Barangay Ginebra looking a little tired at this juncture. And that's the reason why he's got Bonbon Custodio controlling the show, and he's got also 2 other speedsters on the floor. He's using a small lineup now. He thinks Barangay Ginebra is a tired team. And, you know, in certain occasions, I can agree with him. See, they're not quick to the ball. And Alaska with another offensive opportunity.
Third serving for the red shirts. Custodio makes him pay from the outside. And Barangay Ginebra has seen their lead come down all the way to 1. We'll sue for time.
Running wolf, pressure, okay? The running wolf. Okay, the running wolf. Alright, okay? Okay. Kailangan Digman, may release pass tayo rito. Okay?
Dito natin, oh.
Rudy, this is Eman or toss. You can, after the bump screen, you can get the pass and then you just bring it under, okay?
Hey, Biggs, when you run it back, don't have your back to the basket. Look at the ball, so you know, so you're aware.
So after leading by as much as 10 points, Barangay Ginebra is still hanging on to a 1-point lead. Pero a cause for concern now for Coach Jong Wichico. Kagiwa. They go to Hatfield underneath. Then the H-bomb delivers once again.
Well, he's the workhorse now on the floor. Can you believe this lineup that Coach Joseph Chico has on the floor? It's a very, very small lineup. Wala si Mamaril, wala si Enrico Villanueva. And we all know that Eric Mek is not going to be able to play in this game.
So would you say na with this lineup or this small ball being played, favor dito ang Barangay Ginebra as Ronald Tubid misses on a layup but is fouled?
You know, it depends on the kind of energy that the players on the floor expend. And I mentioned kanina that Ginebra looked like a tired team on occasions when Alaska was playing that 2-3 zone defense. Nung nakita yun ni Coach Tincon, nagdala siya ng speedy lineup which right now is on the floor for Alaska. Kablay, Baguio, and Bonbon Custodio playing at the same time. It remains to be seen kung pwedeng sabayan niya ng Barangay Ginebra with its own version of a small lineup.
As we take a look at our Phoenix drive of the game, time now for the Phoenix drive of the game, and that is Mike Cortez taking it strong to the hole. And split from the line gives Ginebra another 4-point lead.
Here's some pressure on the defense by Barangay Ginebra. A good time for LA Tenorio to rest on the bench.
At yun yung kailangan nga neto ni LA, ano? As Devance tries to backpedal against Hatfield as is taken away completely now by Willie Miller. Tubid humingi pa ng foul pero Willie Miller already has his sights set on attack. Wilson jumps it back over. Miller double teamed. They swing it to Kagiwa for a three. Wilson keeps it alive for the Gin Kings.
And drawing applause from the crowd. You know, the fans like that effort. You know, when you tap the ball, you can't get the rebound. That's always a nice effort, and that always gets recognition from the crowd.
At ang Filipino basketball fan will always root for the smaller guy who battles underneath. Etong si Willie Wilson, one of the undersized, hardest working forwards we have.
That's right.
Every time pagpapakita ng magaling to, tuwan-tuwa ang fans ng
Well, we gave him a
basketball.
nickname, Maguna. We called him the Scrapper. And I think it's a nickname that fits Willie Wilson to a T. In the same way that we dubbed Harvey Carey the Scavenger.
Right. 3 free throws coming the way. Or 2 free throws stepping on the line pala on that jump shot for Willie. Tinatanong din niya sa ref, tatlo ba to? He goes 2 for 2. So Barangay Ginebra has strung together 5 consecutive points to bring the lead back up to 6. Custodio now. Pull-up jumper. Nilinlang yung depensa ni Kagiwa.
It's too easy. Too easy. And that's because Barangay Ginebra thought that the wingmen were going to get the ball or either the post players. And Bonbon Custodio, he's got the license from Coach Tincon now to improvise. And that's the kind of license that Cyrus Baguio also has. So may luxury ngayon si Coach Tincon. He's got 2 players now whom he can give a sort of like a green light to improvise and do as they please in offense.
Willie Wilson got fouled on the rebound play. Alaska now in the penalty. Willie Wilson coming off a double-double performance back in Game 1. Gets the first one to rattle out. Time now for the Phoenix game moments. As we take a look at Ronald Tubid hustling for that leather. Sabay hingi ng foul.
Hindi naman nakuha.
And Miller got to the free throw line after that tap. So, okay na rin. They still got their 2 points.
But nothing comes easy in the PBA.
2-minute warning coming up here in the first half. First game pa lang ito ng inyong Game 2s. As Gina mentioned, later it'll be BMEG against Meralco. BMEG trying to close that series out.
Oh, here's the triangle at work. Oh, yes.
Pinpoint passing within the triangle definitely leads to easy baskets. Baguio buries that 3.
We got the spacing. And you have to respect Baguio's 3-point shooting ability.
Alaska within a basket once again of Barangay Ginebra. Looking for the stop. Tubid in trouble. Kicks it over. Kagiwa for the 3. In and out is the shot. And here come the Alaska Aces looking for the first deadlock or maybe even to take their first lead. Devance up fake. Bounces it down low. Sonny Sauce with the exclamation point.